Hey, Cancer Seekers! Why am I so excited to talk to you? How are you? Welcome to December. It's the end of the year. It's crazy. Happy new moon, solar eclipse in Sag. Happy full moon in Gemini. Happy New Year's. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Christmas. Happy winter solstice. Yule. Satonella. All of it, all of it, all of it. Night of Coins. If there's another holiday you want to say happy holiday, write in the comments. Would love to learn or be reminded of anything else that is happening this month. Knight of Pentacles. I'm picking up on something that you're doing, seemingly decisive about, but actually not so certain. You do have a very, shunned question mark. Like, surface level, you have an exclamation mark. You're like, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah. ABC, that's the reason. So, that's how. Yeah. But the question mark is like itching right behind you. Being like, are you sure? But what about, no. But there's the Well, look, Cancer, it's the first thing that came through in your reading, so I think you want me to call you out on it and tell you that you're not as certain as you would like to be, or presume to be, or pretend to be. What is this? What is this about? 10 of Cups. Okay. This could be about family matters. This could be about your family. This could be about your definition of family and happiness, right? So it's either about what you currently have, that is the nest, the family, the partner, the community, that it's perfect and it's yours and it's absolute. But then there are like itching question marks that you don't want to admit or address. So it's either that. Another possibility is the notion of what is happiness, what is fulfillment, what is a happy family, what is a good and right household, and how things should look like. You think you have that plan, that mindset of how it looks like, or how it's supposed to look like, or how you want to make it. But it's like there's something in you that is like, are you sure that's who we are? Are you sure that's what you want? Is there another way to go about this? Oh, the High Priestess. There's an entire world for you to discover about yourself and about life, that is opening up to you, that is showing itself to you, that is enticing and inviting, and you can't get it out of your mind. And the High Priestess, when she sits there, I think the High Priestess, with its energy and what it symbolizes, takes all the cards. I don't think there's a more powerful card on the tarot deck, and that's a big say, right? It's a big say, because there are many, many powerful cards, meaningful, expansive, fascinating, important cards. But this one, when she sits in a reading, it doesn't matter how she comes out, where she comes out, it revolves around her. It's the empty matter that holds all the matter. It's that unknown that is pulling on you against all common sense and against all reason, and everything is so good. Why? Why would I think that? Why would I consider that? Why would I not be content? Because life has layers. Our existence has layers. Our spirit has layers. And one layer can be, has reached its capacity of fulfillment, right? This is the best it could be, or as ideal as it can be. But then there's always another layer underneath to explore within yourself and within your psyche and within possibilities in your life. People who go into occult systems and spiritual studies find that they end up going through several lifetimes within one lifetime. Like several reincarnations within one reincarnation. It's constantly feeling like you're being reborn into a new self, into a new reality. Whilst others go to maybe 1, 2, or 3 big changes in their life. It just kind of aligns with how deep you're willing to go in this experience and how much you're able to stretch your boundaries of consciousness. Right now, there is something really good in your life that there's no reason to doubt, especially on the surface. But something in you knows that there's more out there, there's more to it, there's more to you. And it's almost like it's not as much that you want to explore it as it is that it's exploring you. And once the possibilities of life begin to explore you, there's no way back. It's not that you've taken the red pill, it's that the divine just kind of shoved it in your mouth and forced you to chew. King of Pentacles. I like that. Because we started with a Knight of Pentacles that has certain question marks. And after seeing all of this, we still expand to the King of Pentacles, which shows that you're not going backwards. You're moving forward. These question marks, these weird thoughts, these doubts, these needs to explore something, some things, elsewhere, etc. That's your growth. That's your expansion. That will get you to an even more grounded, fulfilled state. It will turn you from a knight to a king, right? It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. From someone on the journey of mastery to the master of that element. It's actually going to make you even more stable. So there's also a financial opportunity here with something that there's a mystery behind it. It's risky. You might look at it as something that is like an all or nothing type of win or loss. It's like if I go for it, I either win everything or lose everything kind of thing. Page of Wands. And I don't think it's... Look, As soon as Sagittarius season really kicks in with the new moon and the solar eclipse, happens on the 4th, that sense of philosophy and adventure and desire to explore and expand is going to take over. It's no longer going to be a question mark. The question mark is going to turn into an exclamation mark, and it will be very, very clear to you that it's no longer something to ponder over. It's just, it's taken over. The Star and faith kicks in as well. The Lovers. Faith and love kick in. As soon as you go for it, it kind of opens up the portal to Wonderland. You know, it's like you're waking up to a reality where you're remembering all your dreams, everything you desired to be and to do when you were a kid. It's reawakened. And not only that it is reawakened, it's also your faith in it being possible is restored. And you believe. You believe in something that you used to regard as myth. I think some of you might have a very spiritual experience, either a lucid dream or an encounter of some sort that feels very magical and serendipitous, possibly miraculous. You could have an encounter with an animal and you receive a message some way from that animal that will be crazy weird and doesn't leave room for doubt or for sarcasm. It's like, oh, I feel like I'm in a fairy tale. Did that animal just like said what I think he or she said to me? Was that telepathy, or was that, what was it? Like, I can't really explain it because it will be very amorphic. It will be something that only you will grasp and understand in the moment. Maybe it will connect in a deja vu or remind you of something that only you know about. So it will be something that speaks to you very clearly and very directly, but not something that someone next to you necessarily be able to fathom, or that it will be easy for you to explain to them. And that's going to be the no going back kind of moment, where there's no longer this or that, wondering, question marks. No, the exclamation mark is completely different. The former one, the illusionary one, no longer applies. The question mark that you used to think of as an illusion or as a bizarreness now becomes a very tangible, clear question, exclamation mark, like set in stone. This is what it is. This is my path. This is what I believe in. This is what I'm doing. Wow. Some of you are going to look back literally a month prior and be like, who am I? The Tower. It will create a complete collapse. Some of you are going to experience a collapse of your daily life, a complete change. I see Spirit striking you, honestly. I see something. This could be some sort of an enlightenment, like you're I do see a very deep spiritual event, experience that is very transformative. Three of Cups. That's interesting. see some of you like really changing your lifestyle, going from very stable 9 to 5 or a very specific routine that you've been on for a while to something very adventurous, very different, very out of the ordinary, seemingly not like you. Maybe you're traveling somewhere, maybe you're connecting to a group of people that is very different than what you'd ever think you'd connect with. I see 3 people offering you something. It could be 3 women, but doesn't have to be. But there's an honor, something honorary, something celebratory. You might be meeting a teacher, Cancer. This could be this High Priestess, someone who really transforms your life, really changes your outlook, your perspective. You might be joining like a class or you're joining something where you are learning, but also interacting with other people who are, again, very different than what you're used to. It's fascinating. It's like a very different culture. You're suddenly opening up to it. It's like maybe it's something that has even been around for a while, but you couldn't really, you weren't on that frequency, or you weren't on that, energetic mindset. So you didn't see it. You just kind of skipped it. But now you got rewired to observe life differently, experience them differently. So events and people, start to come through in accordance. Now this could be the opposite. You could be the teacher, Cancer. You could be forming a group or have some people come over. Seven of Wands. Some of you are like connecting to a peer group of like-minded people who have a common goal, or something that you are standing up for or fighting for or believe in. I do see a level of secrecy. It's not necessarily something that is advertised on social media or something like that. The Devil. Yeah, there's something, there's something that is vilified about it. Something that is, there's a taboo element to it. There's a judgment onto it. It's something that you may have looked down upon in the past, but maybe this experience has made you see this very, very differently and understand it differently. The whole when good is called evil and evil is called good. It's like you're experiencing something similar to Aquarius, where they have like this shift in their polar brain lobes, like something switches and then integrated. Watch the special North and South Node project that I've done for all the signs. Check out your South and North Node video, and it also applies to your sun sign. Those are very important for the process of integration of polarities right now that we're undergoing as part of our expansion of consciousness. Please watch it. Yeah, it's like a taboo-like secret society that is possibly I knew it. The Empress. Yeah, it's a divine feminine. It's vilified like Jews were vilified, like witches were still vilified. Well, all of them are still being vilified. None of it actually went away. You know, think of every, like women, like the divine feminine, like the indigenous. Like think of ancient wisdom that has been suppressed and demonized in order to take its power. There's a lot of divine feminine energy here. Venus, Black Moon Lilith, Persephone. And they're coming through, you know, as the archetypes of both the kingdom of the living and the underworld. Like it's a very inclusive wisdom, right? It's a very wholesome wisdom of the yin and the yang. And you're just, I don't know what's going on, how it happened, but the world just kind of opened the portal for you to enter to this, into this, to discover, to learn. Watch my 13th element play videos that apply to this. Holy Mother and the Holy Whore, Holy Grail, something like that. And then there was another one, I'm not a feminist, I'm a goddess. Yeah, it's on my 13th element playlist, where you'll find a lot of important videos, but these two specifically in regards to the divine feminine are coming through strongly, so check them out. I think it will be helpful for you. Watch any Ophiuchus reading, you know, Serpent Bearer, the Bearer of Wisdom. I have a playlist for Ophiuchus as well. This will bring an incredible amount of abundance into your life. There's a lot of abundance, spiritual and material abundance in this table. As you open up to truth, like blessings will start pouring, truth will start pouring. It will be difficult. It will make you look at people around you very differently. It will be hard to come back from it. So you will probably say farewell to some people in your life, to some situations. Yeah. Bottom of the deck, the Emperor. And we have the Empress on the table. So Divine Masculine is also coming through. So it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. We're both called. Seven of Cups right on the Seven of Wands. There is a level of deceit here. There is a level of confusion. If you turn your back to it, if you, due to this person or these people or this energy, you know, however it plays out in your life, what society has done, if you start losing focus and get all confused and let your shadow side prevail and start ridiculing and changing your behavior or being mean or dismissive or disrespectful to that energy, it will turn against you. When I say turn against you, I don't mean like vindictive and hurt you. It means it will just turn your back to you and won't allow you in anymore. And it like even if it plays out as like people or a person or a place, it will be a parallel effect, immediate effect also on the energetic. So that means that for a very long time, you won't have that portal open up for you again. So you won't have those vivid dreams and sudden prophecies, or this ability to know what someone else is thinking or feels. Like you, this what you're about to feel, how you're going to tap into a way broader spectrum of reality. If you dishonor it and ridicule it, and it will come as a person slash people. That's how things manifest in life. Okay, ideas always transform into something tangible. It could be a message from someone, could be a conversation with someone, could be the person themselves, could be an invitation, could be the place, could be the event. So being like, oh, now I already feel and know all these things, but I am going to still mock you because, well, it's more comfortable because society is mocking you. I want to have the cake and eat it too. You know, I want to be accepted by low frequency aspect of society that is ridiculing and demonizing you. I want to still be a part of that world, but I also want to learn from you and connect with you and, you know what you know. No, that's not how it works. That's what you plan on doing, or that's what you're doing, or that's what you're going to do. No, you don't get to do that. You don't get to play both fields. You don't get to enjoy someone's blessings and energy and healing and teachings while also, hanging out with those who ridicule them or ridicule what they represent. This forces you to make a choice. You can't, be underwater and in the air at once, right? And to be able to be on low frequency and high frequency simultaneously, you gotta be a master shapeshifter. Okay, so maybe you're this high priestess, and then you don't need me to tell you what to do or advise you, but maybe you're watching this just for fun. Probably not, but maybe this high priestess represents someone or energy, right? Or an idea. And so you either go into the rabbit hole and learn about Wonderland, but then if you turn your back to it and go back to the regular world, that portal will close. It will. And the next time it will open will be a long, long time. Could be easily 15 years. Easy. 15, 16, 17 years. You'll have 15 more years of living in the shadow, of living in denial, of living like, if we want to use movie terminology, like a muggle, or like haven't taken the pill of like not knowing, like of being asleep. And then in the 16th year, there will be another blow up, explosion, something to wake you up. And then on the 17th year, you'll be awake again. So you can either spend another 16 years of your life asleep, or you can take advantage of this opportunity of awakening that you're experiencing right now. Right now, as we're doing this reading, we're here, where we have this tingling question mark. And when that question mark turns into an exclamation mark, and when you see that you're starting living this life, don't freak out and don't turn away. Consider this as a very important message. Save this reading, archive this reading, come back to this in a few weeks, just as to set a reminder. Okay, very spiritual reading. Like Taurus also had a very spiritual reading. Cancer, I'm going to continue this reading right now. We're going to do a double pentagram look into you and your person of interest. It's going to be a love reading focus. And we will finish up with messages from the Celtic runes at the end of the reading. It's available on Patreon and on Vimeo. I would love for you to check out Patreon and possibly join my tribe. Thank you for my patrons, and I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for my channel members, you too. Also, if you want to study tarot with me, check out Tarot Masterclass Bunkai. These are 90 pre-recorded classes that are online. You take them at your own, time and pace, and people, say that it changed their entire life. It's also going through a shamanic journey with me. So check it out. It's built as a library. You can rent the classes separately. You don't have to have the entire course, although I do recommend, if you're really devoted to, not just as a tarochi, but also just for your spiritual journey. You don't have to want to be a tarot reader. You'll come out a tarot reader knowledge-wise, but it's also a spiritual path, mainly, actually. So yeah, check it out. Karmic Shift and Liberation, also on Vimeo and on Patreon. And subscribe if you're new. I love you guys. I'll see you in a sec.